I've crossed the Atlantic twice and climbed in the Alps once, but I've never been to France, and I've never seen the Amazon.
No article versus the, and the difference is the type of place, not how big or famous it is. This episode makes it automatic. Hey, I'm Emily, this British guy is Nathan, and this is Quiet English Podcast.
Quick, please subscribe. It's free, it helps me grow this channel, and honestly, it's just me and 2 people I invented. Every subscriber counts. Back to them.
So, grammar. Most place names, countries, cities, mountains, continents, stand alone, no article. France, Japan, Cairo, Everest, Africa. The name is enough. You don't add anything.
The mistake people make is adding the because the place feels important or specific. The France is beautiful. The Japan has incredible food. It sounds like you've translated directly from another language, and is the kind of thing that makes native speakers quietly wince.
And now you're wincing too. Good. You won't forget it.
Islands follow the same rule when they're singular. Sicily, Tasmania, no article. And lakes and mountains with their proper name, Lake Superior, Mount Everest, Mount Etna, no the, even though you might say the lake or the mountain without the name.
That contrast is worth holding on to. They live near the lake. The, because it's a known lake we're referring to. They live near Lake Superior. No the, because the name makes it specific on its own. The name does the job the would have done.
Same with Dr. Johnson versus the doctor. We called the doctor, the, referring to whoever the doctor is. We called Dr. Johnson, no the. The title plus name is already completely specific.
We called the Dr. Johnson. That extra the makes it sound like Dr. Johnson is a role, a position, something formal and institutional, like you're announcing them. In normal conversation, it just sounds wrong.
Okay, here's where it flips, because some places always take the, and this is the list worth memorizing.
Oceans, seas, rivers, canals, deserts, always the. The Atlantic, the Red Sea, the Amazon, the Nile, the Sahara. No exceptions in this group.
The signal is, these are geographical features that flow or stretch. They don't have sharp edges the way a country or a city does. The Amazon isn't a point on a map, it's a system. The Sahara isn't a border, it's a vast expanse. The fits because you're referring to the whole thing.
That's not an official grammar rule, but it's a useful frame, and it works. The Atlantic, the Mediterranean, the Suez Canal, the Gobi Desert, the every time. There's one more pattern, plural names. And this one is almost a rule you can just feel once you know it.
Plural place names always take the Netherlands, the Philippines, the United States. Groups of islands, the Canaries, the Bahamas. Mountain ranges, the Alps, the Andes, the Urals.
The logic is the same as the rich or the French from the last episode. A plural needs the to hold it together as a group. The Alps isn't one mountain, it's a range. The Philippines isn't one island, it's an archipelago. The name covers many things, and the marks that.
And names with republic, kingdom, states. The Czech Republic, the United Kingdom, the United States. These take the because the word after the name is a common noun, republic, kingdom, states, and common nouns need the when they're specific.
So, have you been to Canada or the United States? Canada stands alone, no article. The United States needs the because states is a common noun sitting inside the name.
Last one. Directions as part of a name versus directions describing a region.
North, south, east, west in actual place names, no article. North America, South Africa, Southeast Asia. The direction is part of the name. It's baked in.
But when you're describing a region within a country, the north of Brazil, the southeast of Spain, the comes back. Because now you're not naming a place, you're describing a part of one.
And the adjective form, northern, southern, never takes the. Sweden is in northern Europe. Spain is in the south. Two different constructions, both correct, both both meaning roughly the same thing, but be aware with the.
Shadowing time. We're going to practice names that stand alone versus names that always take the. Repeat after me slowly. I've always wanted to spend a month in Japan. Have you ever crossed the Atlantic? She grew up near Lake Superior and still misses it. The highest peaks in the Alps are genuinely intimidating. I called Dr. Johnson and left a very long voicemail. The Sahara is larger than most people imagine. We took the overnight train through France and barely slept. I've been reading about the Amazon for years and still can't picture the scale of it. Mount Etna was visible from the hotel window. The Philippines is somewhere I keep meaning to visit and never do. Now, natural speed. Once through. I've always wanted to spend a month in Japan. Have you ever crossed the Atlantic? She grew up near Lake Superior and still misses it. The highest peaks in the Alps are genuinely intimidating. I called Dr. Johnson and left a very long voicemail. The Sahara is larger than most people imagine. We took the overnight train through France and barely slept. I've been reading about the Amazon for years and still can't picture the scale of it. Mount Etna was visible from the hotel window. The Philippines is somewhere I keep meaning to visit and never do. Now, directions, when they're part of a name and when they're describing a region. Different shape, different article. Repeat after me. She moved to North America when she was 12. I spent a week in the north of England and barely spoke to anyone. Most of the population lives in the south of the country. Southeast Asia is somewhere I'd happily disappear to for 3 months. Sweden is in Northern Europe, which I somehow always forget. Have you been to the United Kingdom, or just England specifically? Once through, normal pace. She moved to North America when she was 12. I spent a week in the north of England and barely spoke to anyone. Most of the population lives in the south of the country. Southeast Asia is somewhere I'd happily disappear to for 3 months. Sweden is in Northern Europe, which I somehow always forget. Have you been to the United Kingdom, or just England specifically?
So, countries, cities, mountains, continents, singular islands, no article. The name stands alone. Oceans, seas, rivers, canals, deserts, always the. Plural place names, the Alps, the Philippines, the United States, always the. Directions in names, no article. Directions describing a region, the. And titles with names, Dr. Johnson, Mount Everest, Lake Superior. No the. The name does the job on its own. Come back and run through blocks again. The Alps, the Amazon, the Atlantic, they'll stick faster than you think. And subscribe so you could practice your English effortlessly. See you next time.